Okay, so I'd like to thank you, Keith Shaffer, for taking the time out to sit with me. You are the Q4 Communicate Award winner. So kudos for that, my man.
Appreciate it.
And like I kind of talked to you a little bit before we started recording, uh, this is going to be a nice, fun, laid back environment where I'm just going to shoot some questions your way and we're going to get to know who Keith Shaffer really is. So,
No, you won't, but you can try.
hey, a man can try.
You can try.
Yes.
Good luck.
So I want to just start off by there's a lot of new people here. Just kind of state necessarily how long you've been here and then what necessarily your job title is and what you do.
So I've been here. This is so bad because I just had the anniversary. I don't know if I think it's 7 years. 7 years.
Yeah.
And so I work on the technology team as a developer and pretty much work most of my time on NetSuite and, trying to make everyone else's jobs easier. So that's my my end goal at the end of the day is that it doesn't get in the way for people, and anything that makes their jobs easier, that's what I want to do.
Some team members had some nice words about you. There's something I read and it said team members know Keith to be approachable in stressful situations, which is critical aspect of building trust with coworkers. I think that's first off, it's an admirable trait to be approachable in stressful situations because not a lot of people are. But just thinking about you in general, what makes you think that you have like this approachable kind of persona, especially in stressful situations?
Nobody that knows me would probably accuse me of being a talker. I don't have your gift for the gab. I'm not necessarily, that side of communication, but I think especially since we've had to go to sort of the hybrid or the remote and that kind of thing. I mean, to get projects done and to work with people, you really need to be able to effectively communicate. And to me, that means building relationships. It's all in that one-on-one, we talked about it before this started about kind of the relationships you have with people. And I feel like no matter what sort of barriers you come up with, if you kind of have relationships with people that, you get to know them as a person outside of just the requirements of the project or the task or whatever, you kind of get to know each other. It's just so much easier to get past any of the difficulties, if that makes any sense at all.
What can we find Keith Shaffer doing when he's not behind a computer screen? Like, what is something that you like to do outside of work?
Be outside.
Yeah.
I'm never inside. I hate being inside. One of the greatest things about the remote thing for me is I do like sort of being in my environment, because I can focus better if I'm sort of can have my music around and my, the window right there and everything else is great. But I just hate being indoors. I feel claustrophobic indoors, which might sound weird as somebody that works in technology.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
But it's almost like you spend, a certain amount of your energy doing that, which is great. And when I'm not doing that, I want to do the exact opposite. I want to be far away from phone, computer, technology, or anything else. So you'll find me on a lake, in the woods, hiking around, basically anywhere that's probably as far removed from civilization as possible. That's where I totally feel sort of in my element, I guess. So, yeah.
Is there a spot you like to hike the most, or a place that you've traveled that you just really like? I talked to Lisa about Washington State, so something like that.
I'm a big fan of the Driftless region. I don't know if you know what that is, but the Driftless region is like Northeast Iowa, parts of Wisconsin. It's basically area that was not mowed down by the glaciers back in time. So it's got the cliffs, the bluffs.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of interesting untouched areas, and there's a lot of places you can't get cell reception and things like that. So that's sort of my go-to when I really want to go the complete opposite way of coding and doing the technology stuff. That's about as far away as I can get. Driving distance is just go where no one can reach me, and trout fishing or hiking up the bluffs and things like that. Being on the river, I love the water, I love the kayak, I love the boat, love doing all that stuff. So
one thing popped up a lot, and that's that you're kind of you binge. Do you binge watch some shows, perhaps?
I do.
What
Depends
shows
on which
activate
people
you?
you talk to, what
Oh,
shows those might have been.
oh, you're
Uh,
a chameleon. Okay.
well, I do have a lot of interests. And if you're talking to the people that mentioned the reality crap,
I
because I
might
got
have.
this, I don't know, there's reputation that I was watching The Bachelor or something, which I'm here to say has never happened. I've never seen a single show. I
Okay.
watched one and only one reality TV show, and that's only from peer pressure from a couple of your coworkers here at Clickstop. No, I don't know. Have you seen 1883? I like sweeping epic stuff. I really do. So like
Okay.
Yellowstone,
Yep.
1883, I love that kind of stuff. Ozark, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I do like some TV.
Yeah. Can you speak to the love you have for Darth Vader? It's something that I just remember you had a Darth Vader helmet on your desk. I know that you love to wear it, but what is it the James Earl Jones's voice? What is it?
I don't have a good answer. I think some of it is, as a little kid, I grew up on the originals, which dates me, of course. So I was a big fan, and I had like every action figure, and it was the greatest thing in the world to me. And then it went away, right?
Yep.
And then I had kids, and they were the same age I was. And then they came out with those prequels. So then all of a sudden it restarts, and my kids are all into it, and they buy all the figures, and I still have all of my old figures. So it's grown from then. So it's like, it's maybe one of the only things I can think of where as a kid, I was obsessed with it. And then as a father, my kids were obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And so kind of redid it all over again. And I don't know, the whole good versus evil, and I just sort of lean towards the evil side, kind of like the whole uh, you know, counter to the popular opinion. I kind of think, I mean, if you were all powerful,
Yeah.
really just gonna walk around the universe as some sort of peacekeeper? No, come on. I mean,
No.
I mean,
Maybe a little.
you're the most powerful being in the universe. You
Yeah.
got to exercise those powers a little bit, choke a few people out.
Yep.
Got to go.
Telepathically, of course.
Yeah.
It was
But
not-
but despite my reputation as kind of a Star Wars junkie, I don't like the new stuff.
I was gonna ask because my brother is same way.
I
Can't
don't.
do
I
it.
do like the Mandalorian. That's pretty good.
I'll leave with this last question because if I remember correctly, you are a connoisseur of Kickstart.
Yes, and give me like 10 seconds to rank.
Oh,
Like, I can't get the red one. Like,
oh,
it hasn't been in stock. I know. There's shortages and of all kinds of things, bacon.
I was gonna
Stuff.
say.
But I can't get the red freaking Kickstarts for like 3 months.
So is it fruit punch or the black cherry?
Fruit punch. Oh,
Okay,
but you
so
can't get either.
oh,
Black cherry's second favorite.
so I was gonna
I
tell
actually
you.
traveled. I traveled almost to the Minnesota border to find it at a Casey's there. I mean, granted, we were going somewhere else, but I kept stopping in Casey's along the way.
Yeah.
Hopes of finding it. Finally scored some. Made a video about it. I was pretty excited. But for the last month and a half, all they've had is the yellow one. I don't want any kind of mango thing. I just
No.
don't. I can settle for orange. Orange is okay, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I need to get to the bottom of it. Maybe you can get to the bottom of it. Somebody needs to get to the bottom of it.
Is your favorite flavor is fruit punch then?
Fruit punch. And why like what are we out of? Are we out of red dye? Like I don't why can I get other flavors and I just can't get fruit punch? Like what's in it? I don't know.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Congratulations on being the Q4 Communication Award winner.
It's great talking to you.
Yeah, I can't wait to either see you in person when I don't get money for those fruit punch kickstarts or if I get to talk to you again on Teams.
Yeah, if we see each other, it means your mission was successful, and I'm gonna be a pretty happy guy. I ain't gonna lie.
All right. Well, I'll definitely hit you up when those come in, and you have a great rest of your day, my man.
All right, you too, Chris.